on to Black Clover Chapter 246. The name of this chapter is the Tree of, I really don't know how to say this, Quillcoth or some shit.
Yeah, Cooley Puff. I don't know.
Yeah, heavy spoilers in here. But basically, like we expected, what's his face Dante wasn't going down from that little slice from Yami.
Yeah.
He pulls out a totally different magic ability, which I guess is that he could heal himself. I thought maybe he was using the gravity in some weird way to fix this wound, but it looks like it's something else.
Yeah, based on the mark.
Yeah. Then we get a little bit of backstory about how Dante was bored and did this shit because he was bored. The reveal of the Dark Triad's plan, which is that they're pretty much just trying to bring demons to the human world, which, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I think it's a nice play on the elves arc because we kind of saw how strong one demon was. So imagine them just like letting all these niggas run free. It's going to be kind of crazy. And then lastly, we see that there's a spy in
Yo,
the Dark Triad, and I don't know who the fuck he is.
yo,
Apparently, he's a black bull.
like that. I wasn't expecting. Like they
Yo,
pulling out twists, son. Like
I
Black
think
Clover's
maybe
on.
it's Nero. Maybe it's Nero, but it's Black Bull. So I'm like, of all the Black Bull characters I've seen, who has darkness teleporting abilities? Like,
I
I'm like,
will
did
say this.
yeah.
Yami pointed out when Asta first got there that they had several Black Bull members who were like out on specific missions, just like doing
They
stuff.
did a fairy
So
tale.
Loki, they've been seeding this joint from the jump. If it's
Oh, them
somebody
niggas
new.
pulled the tail. So we got a secret member of Black
I
Bulls
think
out
I
here.
think this is a new member. I was trying to low key do some like back searches as far as like where everybody's at, and like nothing
Yeah,
fits. So I think this
that's
is
what
a
I'm
complete new member.
Yeah, I'm like, with this power, I'm like, yo, this isn't anybody we've seen before unless somebody got like a time skip power up that I don't know anything about, like Trap Magic Homie or Nero. Those would be the only people where I would see this like
Pretty much.
darkness portal ability working. But yeah,
Right.
if we have some new shit, that's a nice call out, Player Five, because I'm like, that's some fairy tale shit right there. We might got a Mr. Gun out here in these streets.
Yo,
That's
this is
class mission.
like for a hot second, I was even thinking like, is this low key like Longris or something that like moved over to the Black Bulls or something on that kind of scope? But I don't know. Right now,
They
I
wouldn't
think
let
it's like
that
a.
nigga in.
Wait, say again?
I said they wouldn't let that nigga in. Longris, if anybody, Longris is getting jumped in. Like if you want to join the Black Bull, Longris, you gotta get jumped in, bro. Everybody gotta get a swing off you before they let you into the Black Bull. How pissed they was at that nigga? No way they're not jumping that nigga in to the Black Bulls, bro. No way.
No, I don't know, man. That power, I might be like,
If it is him,
that's
I'd be kind of disappointed because I would like to see a new Black Bull. I feel like I would want a new Black Bull over Langris doing it because then I go like, well, what does this mean for old dude, his brother? Like,
true.
because now you're there with the much better portal ability. Um, like, what are you gonna do? Train this nigga or like what's gonna happen to him?
True. But no, this is crazy. I mean, fuck. Black Clover keeps pulling out the stops, man.
Yeah,
Like
he
people need to
eating up, bro.
stop sleeping. This is getting crazy, son.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I will say though, on all honesty, I think this might be the very first time I was actually a little disappointed with Dante. I thought it was going to be a little bit more in depth as far as his backstory goes, but like as you already said, homie's literally doing this just because he's evil and bored. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know. I was just expecting like maybe like okay, like I'm okay with like a completely evil character. That's fine, but how he explained it maybe was just I don't know. It just seemed to me. It
I
just didn't give me that impact that I was really looking for, considering all the hype that this character was building up. So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad. This is like the first time I really like, really, Dante, you were doing so good. What's this about? So like maybe they could bring it back. Who knows? Maybe I'm just like overthinking about it. But I don't know. Like if they leave it to this is it, as far as to like why he's doing this, then I don't know. I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. No. I mean, I agree with that too. I thought it was pretty boring. I did like the touch though of that he was fucking bitches. I just liked how they seasoned that in there. That a part of his boredom was I tried having sex with a lot of bitches, and
Oh
that
yeah, no, that's
satisfied me. Which I'm like, maybe you should just try men, man. Maybe you gay or something. Maybe that's his thing. Maybe it's not this whole balance thing. But whatever.
well,
That's a different conversation for a different day.
true. Let's not get too political at the moment.
Exactly. I think that was like most of the chapter I want to talk about. Are you ready to rate it? If there's anything else to bring up?
No, that was pretty much it. For like the very first page, Asta was just dealing with the malice of his own demon, but looks like they didn't give it too much light, so that'll probably happen in like maybe the next two chapters. Because I mean, unfortunately, I still see it, but Dante's about to go off again, and I don't see Yami like coming out. Like he about to get kidnapped. To be real, like Yami gonna
Yeah.
get kidnapped. I'm still
I'm
seeing it.
slight I'm slightly disappointed at Asta's confusion with this because I was thinking that not that he was maybe to the level of the Dark Triad yet, but though from what they made it seem after the time skip was that he did master some of this demon power. So my assumption was he at least knows that a fucking demon exists within his body or magic or whatever it is, and maybe has had a conversation with them. So I don't
Mm,
know. It seems like he's going to the way they set this first page up is like, oh, he's basically going to learn from the Dark Triad. It seems like how to
yeah.
become more one with his demon, so to speak.
Hmm.
But I had thought he had at least some mastery over it. But it looks like I guess the demon was just giving him power without even talking to this nigga because
Pretty
that
much.
shit was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, huh.
No, I was just agreeing with you. Like this is pretty much just going on the same lines, like Ichigo and his inner Hollow, or like Naruto and his inner Kurama. Like he's finally about to have that talk with him.
Yeah,
So we're still at the brink. So
it's
we'll
that
see.
big three seasoning right there, fam.
Yeah.
That big three seasoning. All right, well, on to the rating. I think I would give this chapter probably like, that thing at the end was good, but I don't know if I'm gonna jump to decent as hell plus for it. I think I'm gonna give it a decent plus, almost decent as hell from that thing at the end with the new or existing member of the Black Bulls. I thought that was a dope twist because at first I thought it was and I was like, they mad petty, bro, that they turned this nigga Like I was just like, this nigga just got dropped and turned into a spy already, and is dropping niggas. I was like, bro, we didn't even get to see the training arc yet. But no, so it turns out it was a Black Bull. So I was happy about that. I was just a little disappointed that we didn't get to see Dante kind of like clap back at Yami.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more of that. Knowing the plan was interesting, but still not like it wasn't anything surprising, a typical shonen bullshit. Like I'm bored, here's all the demons. Like I didn't care much. So I get at it a solid decent plus. But people, just as a caveat, like Black Clover, bro, like niggas is sleeping on this manga
Yo.
for real. Like I don't know if we had to make a separate video to just put respect on Black Clover, but
It,
niggas who was in there thinking that it was finna be a fairy tale ripoff, I felt like now at this point, at least with this arc so far, it's giving me like where I wanted fairy tale to go kind of vibes. Like it
mm,
feels, I don't know, I just enjoy reading the chapter. I'm not super invested. I'm not gonna say the writing is like impeccable or amazing, but it's
mm,
like definitely a solid read. It's been good chapters so far back to back.
for real. For at least going back like a few months now, like
Yeah,
maybe 2 or 3 months. I mean, it's been impressive. But
visualize.
as far as mine goes, uh, it's like I'm pretty much teetering on decent plus and decent as hell minus. The biggest plus, like you said, was the introduction of the Black Clover's character. But the two big minuses here was again like Dante's back, like backstory slash like origin of how he wants and like how he feels about the world, and then comboed with Asta just being talking to the demon. I was pretty much hoping the same, that he would have had like maybe 1 or 2 combos with them to kind of get that, yo, a demon is in me. Got to try to utilize them the best I can, and it's all work in progress. But it looks like he's not even at that step yet, which is still a little sad. And then again, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, just knowing, just having the feeling that Yami's about to get clapped, just like I can't get rid of that comfort until it happens. You know, like I gotta let it happen first, and then I can start the healing process. But I'm still not there yet, so I'll probably give this chapter, like you, another decent plus. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
All right, bet. So,
I wanted to say something real quick about the anime.
Okay.
So for those of us that are anime only, because I believe that is the superior method to ingest Black Clover. Yeah. So Black Clover, I thought they were about to go into like heavy filler, but it seems as if they was like, yeah, nah, we was just gonna do some filler real quick, but fuck that, we back on it. Cause like these niggas about to be in the Heart Kingdom. Like,
y'all back on the train.
Like, I'm just like, yo, when does the filler come? Or is we really gonna catch up? Like, yo, the moment he print this manga, we flipping that bitch into an anime. Like, what's going on?
I feel like what he's doing, because it seems like for their filler arcs, they give you like these like character backstory episodes instead of like whole arcs. Because I think they had did something with like Gordon, or they give you like a clip show or something for filler, which I think is low key kind of dope. So it like still gives you the. I mean, it's not good to have the filler, but it's like it's a necessity. So, but it's not so much that it's like, yo, we just derailed the story for like however fucking long while we's doing shit. Plus, I think the anime does a way better job of getting you to know the side characters, because like I totally forgot how much. Like, I don't think I remember experiencing Gordon's funniness till way later, and seeing that shit, like you see that shit in like episode 1 or 2 in the anime. I was just like, yo, they really put these niggas out there. Like, I was like, I didn't even know you knew him like that this early on. So I don't know. I think it's good for y'all though, because now that means the time skip is basically like 2-3 episodes away from y'all niggas right now.
Pretty much.
If they already going to the Heart Kingdom.
Like, the only thing that they could possibly do is that the time skip didn't happen until they were in the Heart Kingdom. So unfortunately, there's still a possibility they can drop more filler episodes right before the time, like right after the time skip starts.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is like maybe they get right up to the time skip and then just filler that bitch the fuck out. Like, that's the only.
Yeah, it's possible.
They could spend like I would prefer if they just like, instead of, well, it would be filler still, but like they just go like, here's 2-3 episodes showing you like what niggas was doing in this time skip, then time skip. Like, here's a training episode, another training episode, and then boom, like official time skip. Now we back to the regular story. But the way it's looking like probably before summer, y'all be where we ain't talking about right now. That's what it sounds like.
True.
Now, so these are being released in Japanese, but the English dub, like America, y'all already know, motherfuckers like, we ain't going to work, bro. So them shit's not coming out, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bet.
That's crazy.
Was that it on the anime?
Yep, that's all.